Hello, hello, hello. Today, we're going to be painting up these Stern Guard veterans from the Leviathan box in my black Templar scheme. Now recently I've been quite conscious of how long it takes me to paint my models. So in today's video, I'm challenging myself to paint these guys up in just 12 hours. Now for some of you, that may seem like a lot. For me, I've never timed myself before, I don't know how long it took. This might be ages and I might be done in like 5, or this might be way too little time. Either way, I think 12 hours for 5 models is a reasonable amount of time if you want to put a lot of effort into them. So let's get into it. So to start off this ridiculous 12-hour painting challenge, I began by painting my black armour, but not the usual way I paint my black armour. Instead of using Citadel's Dark Reaper and Thunderhawk Blue to highlight, I used Citadel Dark Reaper and then highlighted up to AK Anthracite Grey, which is just the same as Thunderhawk Blue, but it's AK, so it's a lot nicer. After that I moved on to all of their white helmets and white details, which included the knee pads, which I actually did little freehand crosses on, and I'm quite happy with how they turned out. I don't do a lot of freehanding. After this, I thought they were looking a bit bland, so I decided to brighten and colour them up. This involved doing all of the red on them. I actually gave them red shoulder rims, which usually, for my crusade of Black Templars, I give them gold shoulder pad rims, because I think it looks nicer, and it's cool. But I thought, these are sword brethren, I'll give them the red shoulder trims. They've still got their aquillas on their chest to be gold, so I can have some of the gold in there. And then the captain dude, I gave him a bit of yellow on the cross on his shield. I'm trying to work some yellow into my army, because I like yellow, it looks cool. After this, I proceeded to do all of their golds in metallic, which then when I got onto their guns and decided to do a non-metallic metal for the guns, I thought, oh well, and had to repaint all of the gold on them in a non-metallic gold, which I thought I did pretty well. It was a sort of desaturated dark gold, I didn't want it to pop too much. Also on the flamethrower for the captain dude, I did a non-metallic copper using some rust reds from AK, and I thought that was very cool. I've not done that before. I think it turned out pretty well. After this, it was just a matter of sticking on the decals and doing a couple little extra little details like their skulls and candles and stuff, and a couple of leather straps, and they were pretty much finished, the models themselves. Okay, so I've got about an hour and 15 minutes left until I hit the 12 hours mark, and I think I'm pretty good, and I should be set to finish. So what I'm going to do is blast them with the matte varnish one more time to sort of, matte down these fancy shiny decals on their shoulders. I also put one on this guy's knee. But then after that, I'm going to pop them off the bases, and I'm going to do some basing. And hopefully we'll have time. I think we should. Step 1 to these bases is obviously cutting off these stupid little feet pegs. I hate push-fit models. I'm really trying not to push too hard because I don't want to snap them. At the same time, I don't want to push into my hand because I'm very prone to cutting myself. Not in like an emo way, just in a I'm clumsy way. Cool, so the next step is to find my bloody... Oh, move the whole thing. Where's my cork? Ugh. Found it. Break off some chunks. That's too small. Break off some bigger chunks. And then hopefully this, just plop it on a base. See how much I need to break off. Boop. See, ta-da. Grab some glue. Glue it down. Voila, fucking la. That's pretty good. And then we do the rest of them. Okay, I've just checked the time. I've got about 50 minutes left. I spent way too long on the cork, but they all had very wide stances, which made it difficult to fit them on the bases. I've given some angles, some of it more height, so I'm hoping they're all good. I'm going to prime the bases black. They're not attached, by the way. I'm going to prime the bases black, then I'm going to do some dry brushing of progressively lighter greys to give the rocky look. I actually don't have my Grimaldus on me, so I can't show you what the bases all look like. But then I'm going to attach on these little grass tuckets, and then a bit of moss. I'm trying to remember how I do it. Yoshi bowl is required, and I think that's all the steps. So let's get into it. So I have about 25 minutes left, and I've just realised this guy has a sort of bolter plasma gun mix. There's actually a little strip of plasma in there. Guess we're going to leave that unpainted. Okay, so my timer has just gone off to say that it's been 12 hours. And I'm quite happy with the results. I didn't think I'd do non-metallic metal. I reckon if I'd stuck to metallic metals, then I could have gotten this completely finished, but it's just the bases. Unfortunately, they're not dry yet, so I can't keep working on them. But I'm really happy with these guys, and it's 4 AM now, so I'm going to go to bed. But I'll wake up, I'll finish the bases, and that should be it. Goodbye.